Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I am here to review a movie that opened today. Ladies and gentlemen, I close out my Batman week here at the A-List with my review of the 2012 action film, The Dark Knight Rises. Before we get started, here at the A-List, all of our thoughts and prayers go out to the folks in Aurora, Colorado. Unfortunately, there's some sick freaks out there. Now, on to the review, ladies and gentlemen. Taking place 8 years after the events in The Dark Knight, Bruce Wayne must return as Batman when Gotham City faces its biggest threat it's ever seen. So what did I think of The Dark Knight Rises? I thought it is an incredible third and final entry into Christopher Nolan's Batman series. This is probably the most intense film of the series, and it really put all my emotions through the ringer. I was feeling everything through this film. I really was. The action sequences are amazing and left my mouth drop to the floor, and I was just sat in stunned silence quite a few times. At the beginning of the film, the story is a bit full of all of the storylines crossing paths and whatnot, but as the story goes on, it just gets more and more awesome. Just little nitpicky things. I'm not, bashing this movie, obviously. I found myself getting very emotionally involved with this film, which I love when that happens. I was just like sitting there like, come on, I really want Batman to kick Bane's ass. That's when you're having a good time, not like, oh well, whatever happens, it's cool, Speaking of Bane, there are a few moments where I couldn't really understand him. I know everyone was sort of afraid of that, but, I thought it worked. It was okay, I mostly understood him. There were just a few times. And first when I heard his voice, I thought, who's that, Colonel Sanders talking on the plane or what? But, you get attuned to it after a while. So, it's cool. I think they re-recorded the voice because it was hard to understand. But, whatever. Christian Bale returns as Bruce Wayne slash Batman, and he does a great job once again. Also returning are Michael Caine as Alfred, Gary Oldman as Commissioner James Gordon, and of course Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox. All great once again as well. Joining this extraordinary cast are Anne Hathaway as Selina Kyle, also known as Catwoman. And for those of you who are kind of worried about Catwoman, she's not overused here. And I think Anne Hathaway brings a nice breath of fresh air, sexy air, to the role of Catwoman. Tom Hardy, we talked about him before as Bane. I thought gives a good performance. I like the fact that you can see his eyes and his emotions and whatnot. He's not just a masked fake wrestler or whatever, like in the Batman and Robin. Ooh, Bane smash! Yeah, that's a frickin' joke compared to this Bane. I would like to see them fight each other, yeah. And, also with Bane, he is one of the most badass villains I have ever seen on the screen. Like, wow, you don't want to mess with that mofo type thing. Yeah, totally. Marion Cotillard as Miranda Tate, a businesswoman who has some interest in Bruce. And we also have Joseph Gordon-Levitt as, what's his name? John Blake, a cop who still believes in Batman. Like what he stands for, not like he's Santa Claus or anything. Anyway, this is a great way to end the near-perfect Dark Knight trilogy. Definitely one of my favorite trilogies of all time. It's right up there with the original Star Wars. I really, really hope this movie gets an Oscar nomination. And with that being said, Associated Press, suck my white asshole. Alright, and I also believe that The Dark Knight Rises is one of, if not the best, film of the year. Therefore, the A-List gives the film The Dark Knight Rises the rating of A-list approved. What did you expect? It gets the A-list. Seal of approval. When the movie was over, the critics rolled. All I could say was, wow. And I applauded, along with the rest of the people. So, if you want to check out The Dark Knight Rises for yourself, you can I suggest you do, by getting your ass down to a theater near you. So peeps, until next time, don't miss one single A-list second. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and of course, check out all my movie reviews at RottenTomatoes.com. And until next time, peeps, Troop out.